Good evening, everyone. I, Karuna Kanwar, on behalf of iHUB DivyaSamaprk, would like to thank you for joining us today on the occasion of the first business anniversary of iHUB DivyaSamaprk, a technology innovation hub set up under National Mission on Interdisciplinary Cyber Physical Systems by Department of Science and Technology at Indian Institute of Technology, Roorkee. iHUB DivyaSamaprk profoundly welcomes our honorable chief guest, Professor UB Desai, member, Mission Governing Body, our guest of honors, Dr. K.R. Murli Mohan, Mission Director, NM-ICPS, Mr. Rohit Meena, Uttarakhand Government, Mr. L.P. Joshi, General Manager, THDC India Limited, Professor A.K. Chaturvedi, Director, IIT Roorkee and Chairman, BOD, iHUB DivyaSamaprk, Professor Manoranjan Parida, Deputy Director, IIT Roorkee, Professor Sudhir Das Gupta, Project Director, iHUB DivyaSamaprk, Mr. Manish Anand, CEO, iHUB DivyaSamaprk, Ms. Alpna Dubey, Member BOD, iHUB DivyaSamaprk, and all other dignitaries who have joined us here today. Now, I would like to request our CEO, Mr. Manish Anand, to please felicitate our honorable guest with a beautiful bouquet. Thank you, sir. Most innovations involve doing things we do every day a little bit better rather than creating something completely new and different. We here at iHUB DivyaSamaprk focus on achieving the same through growth and development of technologies in devices and materials using cyber physical systems. Our emphasis is in making our smart cities more sustainable, MSMEs globally competitive, and healthcare accessible and affordable for every Indian using cyber physical systems and thereby promoting self reliant India. We are focusing not only on technology development, HRD and skill development, entrepreneurship across India, but also encouraging the growth and upliftment of remote Indian villages through initiating ambitious projects in remote hilly areas by bringing different stakeholders like researchers, students, startups, and of course industries on a single platform for sharing innovative ideas and support. To connect with us better, our team has prepared a short video clip describing iHUB DivyaSamaprk. May I please request the team to play the clip? I hope you enjoyed watching the video demonstration describing on the vision, mission, and other activities of the Hub. Moving forward, I again would like to invite our CEO, Mr. Manish Anand, to highlight the achievements and goals of the Hub.
Thank you, Karuna. My name is Manish Anand, and I will take you through this achievement, what we have done in the last 1 year, also about the future. First of all, I would like to thank the directors, Mr. Joshi, Mr. Rohit Meena is not here, unfortunately. He has given his message in that. Then all the deans, HODs, and many innovators who have joined us online. It's a great pleasure to welcome all of you and present achievements. So we started our journey almost a year back. So we started our journey almost a year back with the incorporation of a Section 8 company named Sampark iHUB Roorkee for device material and technology. But later on, we branded it with a very simpler term. We are calling it now iHUB DivyaSamaprk with the tagline Building and Innovation Tribe. As far as our mission goes, we want to be a key contributor to Digital India and Atmanirbhar Bharat by translational research, enhancing core competency, capacity building, and training in cyber physical technologies to provide commercially viable solution. And to achieve this vision, we have defined 3 core missions. And first one is we are focusing on 3 vertical areas that is called Healthcare 4.0, Industry 4.0, and Smart Cities. So we will be developing products in these verticals. Then we are continuously identifying need area, provide solution by CPS technology and support entrepreneurship in cyber physical domain. One of the big dream and then one of the big project that we are trying to achieve here is to create an interactive network platform, because that is the whole concept of any hub. So we are creating a social media like platform where we will be connecting all the stakeholders of innovation ecosystem, be it government, innovators, startups, government official, funding agency, and all that. So they can come on the platform and interact easily and then enable innovation. So these are the 3 core verticals that we are focusing, and then sub verticals are already listed there. So whenever we are inviting projects, we are basically inviting in these particular areas and then selecting them and funding them. But other than this vertical, there is a big technological challenge, is that DST also want us to tackle some technological grand challenge. These are listed on the social challenges, but we also like to take up 1 or 2 grand challenge in terms of technology. So we are now brainstorming with different experts. We will be forming a committee and then tackling all those big ideas. So as far as achievement goes so far, we have, as you have seen in the video, we have funded 24 innovative ideas with a total commitment of 12 crores so far. So these are already signed contracts. The total outlay of this mission for this particular hub is 135 crores. So we will be launching other projects very soon where people can you can submit their ideas and get funded. So far we have hired 23 UG fellows, 2 entrepreneurs in resident fellows, 2 postdoc, 2 PhDs. Then in terms of one of the mandate from the DST is to create a spoke around these hubs. So we are trying to connect with many tier 2, tier 3 cities, because we believe that it is not only the elite institutions that can do innovation, but also the tier 2, tier 3 colleges. They have the potential. So we want to increase that innovation funnel and tap their innovation ideas. So for that, we have already created 2 spokes so far, one in Suluni University, Himachal Pradesh, and then another one at NIT Sikkim. Here it is important to mention that being close to Himalayan region, we are also focusing on trying to solve hilly area specific problems that is otherwise not in focus. So we would like to take all those challenges also. Then we are also connecting with PSUs. We have already signed a contract with Energy Efficiency India Limited, and they will be helping us to reach out to many other industry in identifying the problems, and then probably we will be able to solve them. Similarly, in terms of individual products, here it is very important. I was discussing with Mr. Joshi as well that it is mandatory to have an industry partner whenever you are submitting a project to us, because we want that idea to be pressure tested by industry, and we also want to make sure that the solution that we are providing is relevant. So like as it happens with any innovation, innovation happens at the intersection of disciplines, and for that you need collaboration. So we are also working on creating different networks, different collaborative initiatives. So far, I'm happy to inform that we have now written confirmation from 52 industry partners, 40 national research group, 33 national research groups, and today we were supposed to sign a contract with Uttarakhand government, but unfortunately, as I said in the beginning, the Directorate of Industry he has to urgently travel somewhere, so we could not sign that. But very soon we will be completing this task. Now, to measure success of any organization, you need numbers. We personally believe that unless you define a number, you cannot measure the success. And there we have taken a task to provide 12,000 jobs, either in terms of creating through these startups or through facilitation of online training program and making them skilled and employable. And this we will be doing through 3 routes. One, of course, is entrepreneur development. Then we are also facilitating this innovation by creating that innovation cyberspace. And then, of course, the last one, the training of manpower, because in cyber physical systems, there is a huge shortage of trained manpower. So out of every 8 demands, there is only 1 skilled manpower available. So we want to contribute in that direction as well. So these are few flagship programs that are already running. One is UG fellowship, PG fellowship, and PhD fellowships, and they are branded as Chanakya UG fellowship, PG fellowships, and PhD fellowships. Then another one is EIR. This is a very unique program where we are training budding entrepreneurs for almost a year so that they can ready to take the challenges of entrepreneurial journey. We have already hired 2 ER fellow, and they are working with us on some of the best innovative ideas selected. Then few flagship programs that we want to launch in future. They are related to a startup funding, and also one is related to grassroots innovation support program. So as I said, we believe that innovation should be for everyone, and it should be by anyone. So we need not to restrict in terms of age, their education, qualification, and all that. So this program is open to anybody. Anybody can submit idea and get funded through us. Now, at the end, I would like to introduce, this is our big dream project, because in physical mode, it is not very easy to connect all the dots in innovation ecosystem. And we are talking about cyber physical system. So you must have a cyber space related to innovation idea. So this will be very similar to LinkedIn and Facebook, but exclusively for innovators, right? So this is the first preview, how it will look like. And this will be live in next 2 months. We are doing the beta testing now. Next, please. So here you will be able to search like any other social media pages. You will be able to post your innovations. You will be able to search based on your interest and then seek help. one of the biggest challenge in India is the establishment of R&D as a services. Many times industries seek some R&D services, but they are not able to easily reach out to the expert. So this platform will certainly help them in reaching out to the expert and get support in terms of developing the product. So at the end, as it will say, without a good team, you cannot achieve your objectives. And luckily, we are having a very good team of iHUB DivyaSamaprk members, and they are working even on weekends sometimes. So I would like to thank them, and I wish that they will continue supporting this initiative like they have done in the last 1 year. So that's all from my side. Next, please. So I invite you, I know this 10 minutes is not enough. In fact, I invite all the faculty members sitting here to have discussion on how we can fund your project, not only about IIT Roorkee, but also from the outside Roorkee. We will be happy to interact with you. Thanks again, and invite you to join this innovation drive. So that's all. Back to you, Tarun.
Thank you, sir, for the presentation. As already mentioned by Manish sir, we are happy to inform that we are in final stages of signing an MOU with Uttarakhand government for solving the problems associated especially with the Himalayan regions. In fact, we were supposed to sign this MOU today, but unfortunately, due to some reasons, Mr. Rohit Meena, the Directorate of Industries, Uttarakhand government, couldn't join us here physically. So we have received a short audio clip from him. So we would like to play that over here.
Good evening, everyone. This is Rohit Meena, MD Secretarial Director, Department of Industries, Government of Uttarakhand. First of all, I'm very sorry for not being able to come today. Secondly, I congratulate each one of you being part of this whole study. I'm sure being part of IIT, we all will be able to decentralize the approach and will come up with a grassroots solution to make human lives more comfortable. Government of Uttarakhand, I assure you that we will provide the best of our support for your initiatives and we work together in this journey of building solutions. Thank you all. Have a good day.
So thank you. It is with great pleasure that THDC India Limited is signing an agreement with iHUB DivyaSamaprk for solving a problem statement specific to hydropower plants. I would like to invite Mr. L.P. Joshi, General Manager, THDC India Limited, to do the honors.
Yes.
So thank you, sir. It would be really nice if you could say a few moments on this occasion. Share your views.
Professor Chaturvedi, Director, IIT Roorkee, Professor Parida, Deputy Director, Professor S. Gupta, and Mr. Manish. I'm really thankful to IIT Roorkee and iHUB for inviting me to this August occasion. In fact, we have been associated with IIT Roorkee for last 10 to 12 years since Dr. Thangraj came to THDC hydro plant at Tehri. We are, as you know, that we are operating 1,000 megawatt plant at Tehri. So there was an issue related to the control system and the variable speed machine, which we are going to install in the pump storage plant. So we gave one problem to Dr. Thangaraj. So he came out with a very fantastic solution. So since then, we were very impressed with the quality of R&D work done by IIT Roorkee and the other professors also. We have been associated with civil engineering department also. They are also doing some R&D projects with us. And really, it's a matter of pride for us that we are associated with such a esteemed organization like IIT Roorkee. And I'm really thankful to Dr. Chaturvedi for inviting me. And I wish all success to iHUB in their future endeavor. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Moving ahead, I request Professor U.B. Desai to address the gathering. Professor Desai is the chairman of our Scientific Advisory Committee and member Mission Governing Body. He is also the founding director of Indian Institute of Technology, Hyderabad. He is on the board of Tata Communications Limited and several educational institutes and government committees. He is a member on various boards and governing councils of several academic institutions and organizations. He is also a strategic consultant for Telecom Standards Developing Society of India.
Can you hear me? No? Hello, can you hear me?
And Project Director for the Interdisciplinary Physical Systems Operation DivyaSamaprk. Other dignitaries and distinguished members and participants. It is indeed an honor to be the chief guest at the anniversary of ICPS Operation DivyaSamaprk issued the very first happy birthday. ICPS perhaps is one of the biggest mission funded by DST. As you would be aware, there are 25 ICPS innovation hubs established in the country. All of them have now started functioning, and by and large, all of them have attained roughly in the same time frame. Each hub is supposed to have several spokes. With 25 hubs, and on an average, say 5 spokes, this becomes a mega mission. The aggregate number of people that will be involved in all these hubs and spokes will run into thousands. And therefore, the expectations are very, very high. The mission is a very critical mission. It is a mission which has also been given the blessings by the Prime Minister. That makes it even more important that we create good results and show some big successes. It is a mission that each hub will be able to tackle or solve a hard-hitting problem with a chosen vertical in the area of physical systems. Of course, each hub will work on many, many problems. The hub will develop prototypes, the hub will have products, the hub will have intellectual property rights, and will have many patents, many high-level publications are expected from the hub, many PhDs will graduate from the hub, many industrial collaborations will be there, many technological transfers will take place. But I feel most importantly, each hub, and in particular DivyaSamaprk, must tackle and solve a game-changing problem which can have not simply a national impact, but it should have a global impact. With so many hubs, 25 hubs, it is important that this mission gets visibility not simply in India, but it has an international visibility. The developed nations should also look at us and say, aha, these 25 hubs, and more importantly, DivyaSamaprk has developed this technology which the world can use, and even the world will benefit. Of course, India will benefit first. The focus of DivyaSamaprk is on smart cities, Industry 4.0, and digital health. These are very important domains. In fact, these are domains which are very, very vital to the growth of the nation. Our GDP will depend on Industry 4.0, will depend on digital health, because health information is very, very vital. And we have seen what has happened during the pandemic. Health has come absolutely at the forefront. And our cities have to become smart cities. Things have to be much more efficient and smart. Developing smart cities using CPS technology is the way to go. All three domains, as I said, are vital for the country. DivyaSamaprk Innovation Hub thus has a major challenge. Given the fantastic team that DivyaSamaprk has, I'm sure they will meet these challenges without much difficulty. I'm particularly enthused by the fact that DivyaSamaprk will also focus on problems faced by the hilly regions, namely hilly regions Uttarakhand, Madhya Pradesh, Jammu and Kashmir. The problems here are much harder than what we would expect or what we would face when we deal with regions which are basically plateaus or plains. In that sense, it will require all your ingenuity, okay, and from the team members to tackle the problems and to solve these problems. Okay. The straightforward solution that we typically would normally work on may not necessarily go too far in the hilly regions. The mountainous regions have all kinds of weather conditions which are very harsh compared to the plains. So your challenge is very hard, big, and I'm very happy that you have taken up this massive challenge. These are, of course, early days for now, but soon one expects some good initial returns. There is nothing like success to motivate further success. As they say, success breeds success. In these few words, I congratulate DivyaSamaprk for the successful first. The journey has just begun. A long, arduous, and challenging road lies ahead. I wish the whole team of DivyaSamaprk all the very best. Keep up the great work. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. We will definitely try to live up to your expectations and work on your suggestions. Moving ahead, I would like to invite Professor A.K. Chaturvedi, Director IIT Roorkee and Chairman BOD iHUB DivyaSamaprk, to say a few words on this occasion.
Good evening, everyone, especially Mr. Joshi, General Manager, THTC, and all the dignitaries and my colleagues present here. First, I need to apologize profusely to you that I kept you waiting for more than 40 minutes. It was completely beyond my control, the previous meeting. There was some situation we could not conclude early. We had kept a buffer time of 30 minutes. It was supposed to end at 5. But it ended after 6. So I'm sorry for that. Today is a very happy occasion for multiple reasons. In fact, I have a few things to say in a very anecdotal mode. I recall that maybe 2017 end or 2018 beginning, I was talking in the committee room with heads of departments and deans, and we were discussing about sponsored projects and what is the size of sponsored projects, the number of sponsored projects. And then suddenly I expressed this wish that now time has come when we must get single projects which are of a mega project nature. So the question was, what is this mega project? So we said at least 100 crores. It should be more than 100 crores for a single project. And God has been very kind. My faculty, all my faculty colleagues have been extremely hardworking. And then government has come forward with such a wonderful scheme that when this technological innovation hub proposal came from DST, I remember meeting several of our colleagues. Many of them were excited that we must submit a proposal, we must do this, do that. And when they started reading the fine print, several queries came up that how will you address this question, how to address this question, because it appeared that the fine print was very restrictive. It had put lots of conditions, and we had to do a lot of intense deliberations to be able to cope up with that, to be able to find ways and means to address that. So every time I remember, especially Professor Sudev Das Gupta would come with a new problem, that now this is the problem, and then we were able to find some way forward, and we continued like this. And it was a very happy day when the proposal was finally accepted, and it turned out to be the mega proposal that we were talking about. So first, I would say congratulations to Professor Das Gupta and the entire team for having successfully brought this initiative to see the light of the day. And subsequently, the Board of Governors of IIT Roorkee had this job of conceiving this as a Section 8 company because the DST mandate was also that it should be an independent administrative structure. It should be able to make its own rules. It should not be bound by the usual rules of IITs, so that it can fly with its wings. Whatever ideas it has, it can fly. And the board was very kind. The board went ahead and blessed this Section 8 company. Then the difficult job started, how to find the CEO. So again, the team of 3 faculty members, they did a very meticulous job, going to the fine comb, advertising in all the newspapers of the country, doing a meticulous shortlisting. The deputy director was always there to help them. Professor Parida, at every step, they would come to him for advice, and he would help them, give time to them in terms of talking to candidates, in terms of spending time with their CVs, doing video calls. It was done very, very seriously. That's the good part, that the exercise was done very seriously. Then we had a short list of candidates, and then, of course, I'm happy that Mr. Manish Anand was finally selected as the CEO, and he is doing a very wonderful job, putting in a very huge amount of effort with a lot of meticulous and dedication, and traveling to all different sections of the government and industry to ensure that our industry linkages improve, our government linkages improve, and we are able to fund projects which have an industry component. So that is a very stringent condition, that unless there is a dedicated in-cash industry component of at least 10%, the projects will probably not be able to get funded. Because if the industry has shown interest, then only what Professor UP Desai was mentioning, that at least one game changer technology, one path breaking technology has to come out of it, in the form of a product, in the form of a software, in the form of a service. But it has to be path breaking, it has to be in the broad domain of cyber physical systems. And it must have the stamp of the of DivyaSamaprk, iHUB DivyaSamaprk of IIT Roorkee. The way we are proceeding, the way the team has been built, and I'm happy that IIT Roorkee, our State and Works Department, our Dean Infrastructure, all the deans, whenever they have been approached for any help or support, either by Professor Sudhir Das Gupta or by the CEO, they have always been provided the support. On this occasion, I'm happy to say that on behalf of IIT Roorkee, we will continue to provide the utmost support possible. Whichever is required for DivyaSamaprk will be there. On this occasion, I would also like to place on record the wonderful role that TIDES is playing in terms of improving the entrepreneurship culture in the campus. And we believe that TIDES and iHUB both can work in a manner so that it is not 1 + 1 2, but it should be 1 + 1 11. It should become that 11, so that the entrepreneurship culture, the whole group of students and faculty who get in, not only publishing good papers, high impact papers, but also ensuring that it translates into technology transfer, it gets more patents, and whenever possible, wherever possible, it translates into more startups. And those startups which will finally be able to get revenue out of the intellectual property that has been invested in them, out of the patents or the proprietary technology or science that has gone into their building. And this covers the entire landscape wherever it is possible in the broad, because the cyber physical system domain is pretty broadly interpreted and defined. So it should not be a problem. Last but not the least, I would like to say that first birthday is an important occasion to say that, okay, now we are here, now we have been conceived, now the teething troubles have been addressed, but then the real task begins. Celebrations, events can take us this far, but not where we want to be. We have to ensure that real work gets happened beyond the MOUs. MOUs are important. They are very important mechanisms to facilitate. Without building networks, interesting, important, path-breaking problems cannot be solved. But just by making networks also, they cannot be solved. The parties have to come together. Everybody has to put his mind, put his or her time to it, and ensure that we are able to actually give time together, collaborate in a manner so that the 2 parties, 3 parties who have signed the MOUs, they all bring something complementary and unique to the table, so that the entire sum, that is the outcome of that MOU, that sum turns out to be more than what each one of us could have individually given. I'm sure that Mr. Manish Anand is up to the task. We hope that in 1 year's time, the next World Day will be a bigger affair where some kind of technology product will be there. At least a prototype should be there in the form of a hardware, in the form of software, in the form of whatever form it is there. It should be there. It should have a very clear roadmap in terms of how we are going to make an impact, whether in the Uttarakhand state, whether in North India, whether entire country, whether Asia, global level, whatever the vision is, there should be clarity on that. 1 year is a long time. We have a good team. The entire institute is behind you. So iHUB DivyaSamaprk. Now you have to do the job for the mandate for which you have been created. I wish you all the best, and I hope that this dreams will all be materialized. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now, I would like to request Professor Sudev Das Gupta, Project Director, iHUB DivyaSamaprk, to conclude the event with a vote of thanks and appreciation.
Thanks, Karuna. So on behalf of the entire team of iHUB DivyaSamaprk at IIT Roorkee, it is a pleasure to propose a vote of thanks. At the onset, let me thank Professor U.B. Desai, member, Mission Governing Body and Chairman, Scientific Advisory Committee, NM-ICPS, for giving his consent to be part of the ceremony and sparing his valuable time. We look forward to his continued guidance and help in furthering the growth of TIH at IIT Roorkee. Our heartfelt greetings to Mr. Rohit Meena, MD, Sitkul and Director General Industries, Government of Uttarakhand, who has planned earlier to come, but because of some family reasons could not turn up in this event. We hope that the MOU we are about to sign will bring a coherence between the Institute and the Government of Uttarakhand and help this region in the domain of CPS and skill development. Thanks are also due to Mr. Joshi, GM THDC, who has kindly given his consent to be physically present here in spite of his busy schedule. We look forward to having an active technical collaboration between the two teams. And we hope that both these organizations can work together for the betterment of the state of Uttarakhand. Sincerely thank Professor Chaturvedi, Director IIT Roorkee, for accepting our invite and joining us at this event. Though he happens to be part of our family only, so as such, that is just a formality. As a member of BAD of this company, he has given his support and guidance during the BOD meetings and formation of many of the policies and programs. We always look forward to his suggestions and feedback in the past year. We also thank Professor Srikhande, who is a member of BOD of this company, for his valuable support and comprehensive ideas to make this organization better with time-bound deliverables. I sincerely thank Professor Parida, Deputy Director, IIT Roorkee. During the past 1 year, he has been sort of a to-go person. And whenever we faced any issues, he's just a phone call away. And I really thank Professor Parida for his kind support to all of us. I, on my personal behalf, thank the whole team of TIH. I would like to thank all the deans, wonderful people, wonderful set of people who have very frankly, from the core of my heart, anytime I go to any of the deans, I have never found a no for answer, right? And that has encouraged the whole team of TIH to move forward together in this dream. It's very difficult, but then with your kind support, it has been there. All heads of the department, associate deans, and all the faculty members for making our journey smooth. Let me also thank all the principal investigators who have actually given wonderful project proposals, which have been reviewed by a peer group across the premier institutes of India and industry. And we really got very good review feedback from these reviewers. So that gives credence to our research and our development. So I think that this proposal, the proposals which you have brought up will be mutually beneficial for all of us. Without the help of the Institute Computer Center, it would be rather difficult to broadcast this ceremony across regions and time zones. Thanks are due to head ICC and his helpful team who made this live streaming and broadcasting possible. Thanks also are due to the webcasting team. We also sincerely thank the Institute Engineer for providing us the Senate Hall and all the arrangements within this premises. Our heartfelt thanks to each and every person who have directly or indirectly helped us in organizing this event. To those whose names have not been called here, I give my sincere apologies for the same. Thank you all once again. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir. So generally, all the events start with lighting a lamp. But since we do things a bit different over here, we would like to conclude this event with lighting the sky lanterns as a symbol of innovation and a successful journey ahead. So I would request all of you to head towards the lawn and participate in it. This shall be followed by a high tea in front of the ground in front of SBI. So I would request all of you to join us for the sky lantern lighting ceremony. So once again, thank you all for joining us today and making this day special for us. Thank you.